gentlemen, I want to introduce you to our speaker of today. Her name is Verlisa Wearing, and she is the confidence builder. In fact, she is the CEO of It's Written Publishing. What I love about that is I'm in the publishing business, and my sister said, you know what, I'm going to work with you too. I believe that we can learn to work together, build together, and create enormous opportunities together. Yes, yes?
Yes, yes.
All right, yes, yes?
Yes,
She's
yes.
a best-selling author, ordained minister, and a living testament of your brighter day is coming. I want everybody to give it up for our speaker of the day. Give it up, give it up. Let's go right now.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good
Good morning, sunshine. Thank you for that awesome welcome. Now, I'm going to turn it back to you. Thank you for being here. Today, I celebrate you. Why do I celebrate you? Because you could have invested your time somewhere else. You could have still been in your bed. You could have been grocery shopping. You could have been getting your hair done, but today you chose to spend time at the six-figure boot camp. How many are ready to get bold? How many of you are ready to be aggressive? How many of you are ready to take that step into the next dimension? Well, today I come to challenge you. I come to challenge you to awakening the power that is within you. How many know there's a power within each one of us?
Yes.
What is that power within each one of us?
Bold. I'm bold.
You're bold. But guess what? Before the foundations of this world, God created us. And when He created us with His DNA. And within His DNA, there is what is called greatness.
Yes.
But see, sometimes on this journey that we call life, all the curves happen. We get involved with a lot of chaos. We get covered with gray skies, right? But God says, within you, there's a power. And within that power, that is me, so you're still great. So I need you to close your eyes for a moment. And I'm going to take you back when you were yet a baby. Something that our mothers and grandmothers and even our dads and grandfathers would sing to us. So when you catch on to what I'm saying, I want you to chime in also. Now, I'm not the best of a singer, but I'm going to do what I've been assigned to do. You are my sunshine,
My morning sunshine, you make me happy when the times are gray. You never know, dear, how much I love you. Please don't take my sunshine away.
Now, what did that make you think about? Made you think of your childhood. That made you think about you holding your babies. That made you think of when you woke up in the mornings, your mom looking down at you and you just made her day. But who actually thinks about that song for yourself right now? Yeah, right now. Who sings that song back to themselves? Because who's the sunshine? You are. Where's the gray skies? It tries to cover you up. It may have been a divorce. It may have been a loss of a job. It may be a loss of a loved one. Those are gray clouds that cover us. But guess what? There's a power that's within you to remove those gray clouds out of your way. So you have to remind yourself daily that I am the sunshine. So if you have to sing that song to yourself, do that. Because guess what? Within you, that power needs to be unleashed. That power needs to be tapped into. But guess what? Because we were formed in our mother's womb, we heard voices. We heard conversations. Conversations and words that did not line up with who God said we were. So as we became grown women and grown men, we find ourselves struggling to be our own sunshine. Because we're still stuck in the things that we heard we could not do, we could not be, and what we wasn't going to do because that wasn't our DNA. But I come today to tell you different. That is your DNA. Your DNA, you're going to be great. Your DNA, you are a shift changer. That's what I said. You are a shift changer. When the shift comes, you're not waiting for it because you're the one that brought the shift to everybody. How many are ready to be a shift changer? So in order to release the power within you, you first have to get invested. Everybody say invested.
Invested.
Invested. You have to be invested in yourself, be invested in your dreams, and be invested in your passion. Be invested in yourself. You know, all of us, we follow Oprah Winfrey. You know, she is that one that I love. I love her story. But guess what? How many of us have invested in Oprah? How many have watched her shows? How many buy the cauliflower rice that she tells us to purchase? How many of us read her magazine? Well, guess what? Every time you purchase something, every time you look at something that deals with Oprah Winfrey, you have invested in her. Guess what? You and I both, we can do a magazine. Invest in yourself. Some of us who write books, invest in yourself. Some of us have a lot of passions, but you need to narrow in on that thing that God has already placed within you, which was a dream, that you keep saying, I can't do that. Nope. It's too many people already doing that. But guess what? Nobody has that flavor, that sauce that you have. So it's time for you to invest in yourself. Invest in that dream. Invest in that passion. So we're going to break invest down. I is for imagine. I need you to imagine what it is that you want to do. What it is that you want to have in life. See, the thing is, we could say it all day long, but it does not come to fruition until we actually see it within our spirit. Once we imagine it, we then must what? Initiate it. We must start moving towards making that dream a reality. The N is for next. What's next? You've imagined it. You've seen it in your dream. You've even tried to take some steps. You start going on Google. You start trying to reach out to people who were in that industry to learn it. You became discouraged. Those gray clouds start coming because they wouldn't give you the information that you needed. And only Google will take you so far, so you're still stuck. So, what's next? Now is next. The Bible says now faith. It doesn't say tomorrow's faith. It doesn't say yesterday's faith. It doesn't say Taurea's faith. It doesn't say Verlisa's faith. It says now faith. You're to move on it and invest again in yourself so that you can do what God has given you to do. Because guess what? That dream didn't come from you. It came from Him. Right? So once you move on that now faith, what are we going to do now? We have the V. What is the V? The V is for vision. Habakkuk 2:2 says, write the vision and make it plain. That those who read it, they may understand it very clearly. When they take off running with your vision, they shouldn't faint. Why should they not faint? Because you have written it out so clearly that a 3-year-old would understand it. So now we have seen what it is that we're dreaming of. We have moved on it. We're activating our faith. We're moving now on it. Now we have written the vision. We've written the vision. It's very plain. What is the E for? We are to expect it to work. We have to expect that which He has placed within us when we say we open our mouths and we move forward to do it, that it is going to work. Stop doubting yourself. Stop allowing the sabotaging thoughts that you've created in your own space to become the gray clouds in your life. After we expect it to work, we are then to what? We are to begin to sell ourselves. See, everybody moves to sell the product, right? But guess what? If you don't have a relationship with the person that made the product or has the product not going to move. See, a lot of us are here today, not because of the project, but because of the person that created the project. We created a relationship. We had a rapport. There was a reputation of that person being that person that was a mover and a shaker. So not only do you sell your product, you have to sell yourself. But you have to sell your authentic self. Stop trying to be like somebody else. It's okay, we could be all in the same arena. But your gift is your gift. Your talent is your talent. My talent is my talent. We can all be in the same room together. But be your authentic self.
Yes.
So once you sell yourself and you sell your products, then we have the T. What is the T? We're to trust God that everything is going to work out for our good.
Yes.
And once we understand and we ask Him and we acknowledge Him that it's going to work out for our good, then we have to trust ourselves. Again, the gray clouds come. Because as our visionary said, when things are going good, right, something is going to come up and it's going to shake us to the core. You have to trust yourself that you have made the right decision to move forward in obtaining that thing that you have dreamed of. Again, there is power within who? It's power within you. No one is standing in front of you to stop you but yourself. Today I tell you to invest in yourself. Get out of your own way and allow your dreams to be born. I was told a long time ago by my grandmother, the richest place on earth is what? Can anybody tell me?
Graveyard.
It's the graveyard. The richest place on earth is the graveyard. And why is that? Because people did not tap into the power of themselves and give birth to their dreams. People had goals, but they did not move forward on those goals because they were stuck on what somebody was going to say, who was not getting on board. But today I say rise and allow that power within you to come forth and give birth to that thing that is within you. It's bigger than what you think it is, but it can't grow until you give birth, right? Now I could go on and on and on, because as Ms. Taurea said, I am an ordained minister, so we can't talk all day long. But to go deeper into understanding and unleashing the power of you, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to pull out your phones. And I need you to text this number. And what you're going to text is invite. INVITE. And you're going to text 404-919-6777. Again, the number you're going to text invite to is 404-919-6777. When you text invite to that number, you're going to receive an email from me. And it's going to invite you to a private masterclass in regards of unleashing your power. What I need you to information that I'm going to get from you is going to be your name and your email address, and that's how we're going to correspond. Now, I'm down to my last 5 minutes, so I'm going to leave you with this little fable. There was a donkey that fell in a well, and the farmer said, well, the donkey is old, so I'm going to leave him there. He going to die. Every day, the farmer went out to this well and looked down in the well to see if the donkey was dead. The donkey was still moving. So the farmer would get a shovel of dirt and pile it on top of the donkey. Day after day after day after day, the farmer went to the well to see if the donkey was dead. When he didn't see the donkey was dead, he'll throw more dirt on the donkey. Well, that last day that the farmer went to the well, the dirt was all the way at the top of the well, but there was no donkey. When he turned to his left, he didn't see the donkey. When he turned to his right, he didn't see the donkey. But when he looked directly in front of him, guess what was standing there? The donkey. What is the moral of the story? No matter what happens to you, no matter what anybody says about you, no matter how many discouragements that you deal with, You do not allow that dirt, that chaos, that darkness, those situations to bury you. You use those situations, those obstacles to be your stepping stone and give birth to the power in you. My name is Verlisa Wearing. I am your confidence builder. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.